Welcome you all for the sixth session on Module 4, which is curve fitting and statistical methods. So, in this session, we are going to learn about the curve fitting part, the second part of your module. In the earlier five sessions, we have discussed the correlation, the regression, rank of coefficient of correlation, rank of correlation coefficient, and problems on lines of regression. So here in this session in particularly we are going to study about the curve fitting. So what is curve fitting is? So curve fitting can be done in many ways. There are many methods are established to discuss about the curve fitting. But here in this module exclusively we are going to use the curve fitting method by least square method. The method that we are adopting for the curve fitting process is least square method. So curve fitting is a method of finding the relation connecting between the independent and the dependent variable for the given data. So one might be having a question, what is this curve fitting is? So a data will be given. We have to find this equation of a curve which suits for that particular data. So that is what is curve fitting. So curve fitting is a method of finding the relation connecting between the independent and dependent variable for the given data. So means that the given data will have x and y. So we have to find an equation which suits to that data, and that we say the curve is for the curve of best fit to the given data can be obtained. The process is called as curve fitting. So let us learn stage by stage. First we shall take the fitting of a straight line. So once we say straight line, the straight line equations in standard form is y is equal to ax plus b and y is equal to a plus bx. So a is called as the slope and b is called as the y-intercept. So if you can remember, if this is a straight line, if this is your straight line, then you will have your divide this into the coordinate system. The y-intercept, so the point from here to here is called as the y-intercept, and which is b here, and a is the slope of this tangent. So that is what your equation of a straight line, and this equation of the straight line is y is equal to ax plus b. So now we are going to fit the data to the straight line equation form. That is what. How do we do this? In order to do that, we have to have a set of equations which we call them as a normal equations. So how do we obtain this normal equations? So normal equations for the set of data or the given data can be obtained as, consider your given equation. Take y is equal to ax plus b. Operate summation throughout the equation. So when I operate summation, it becomes summation y. A is a constant, so you can write it outside. Sum of all the values of x plus n is number of values of x given. So b is going to be multiplied so many times. So n into b. And this is your one equation. The other equation is, let us multiply x to this equation of straight line and then take the summation. So equation is multiplied by x first, x into y plus a into x square plus b into x. And when we operate the summation, summation xy is equal to a summation x square plus b summation x. So that is these equations, these two equations are called as, this equation and this equation are called as the normal equations for the equation of a straight line. So if I consider this expansion, these are the two normal equations. What if we consider this? So the same procedure can be applied here. Take summation throughout, then it becomes summation y, n into a plus b into summation x. X here it is. And then once we take it out, it is a summation, okay, so there is a small mistake here. So this is going to be, it is summation y is equal to n into a plus b into summation x. B into summation x. So your equation, now I'll multiply x to this equation. So you get x into y is equal to a into x plus b into x square. Now take the summation. So once we take the summation, this equation can be written as summation xy is equal to a summation x plus b summation x square. So this equation only we have written it here. So these two equations together we call them as a normal equation for this equation of a straight line. So finding the normal equations are very important, and you have to be very careful when we do this. So now we have obtained the normal equations. So according to the normal equations, whatever the data has been given, you need sum of all the values of x, you need sum of all the values of y, you need sum of values of x into y, you need x square. So we have to construct the table, substitute it here and get the values of a and b. Once after getting, if you substitute it here, it gives you the curve of best fit. That is, equation would be a straight line equation with the best slope and best y-intercept. So let us look at the problems. The first problem, let us discuss fit a straight line of the form y is equal to ax plus b. So since it is specified y is equal to ax plus b, you have to consider only this. So if it is not specified, you can take either of the equation, either y is equal to ax plus b or y is equal to a plus bx, anything. So here it is specified, you have to put the data in this form for the following data. The data given here is x. The values of x are 1, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 11 and 14. And the corresponding values of y are 1, 2, 4, 4, 5, 7, 8 and 9. So now we have to solve this. So as I told you, the values of x, the set of data has been given. We have to find the solution. For that, we need to have the normal equations first. So in each and every problem, you have to derive the normal equations and then only you have to proceed further. So consider the given equation, which is y is equal to ax plus b. The normal equations of this are summation y is equal to a summation x plus n into b, and second normal equation is summation xy is equal to a summation x square plus b summation x. Call both the equations together as 1. And one more thing you have to remember is, in an equation of a straight line, there are two unknowns. One is a and one is b. Therefore, we have to have two normal equations. If we have three unknowns like a, b and c, then you will have three normal equations. So first we haven't multiplied anything. Next in the second equation we have multiplied by x. And next, if at all you want to find one more normal equation, then you have to multiply x square throughout. So that we will study in the later stage. So you have to remember, since there are two unknowns, there should be two equations to find the unknown values. And here n is equal to 8. The 8 values of x has been given. Similarly, 8 values of y has been given for us. So let us construct a table which fulfills Euler requirement. What are the requirements? We need sum of values of y, we need sum of values of x, and we need some xy, some x square. So let us formulate a table which fulfills all the requirement. So the table is having values of x given and the table is having values of y given. And now square the x values and write it here. So 1 square is 1, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 6 square is 36, 8 square is 64, 9 square is 81, 11 square is 121 and 14 square is 196. And the corresponding values of y are tabulated here, and we need multiplication of x into y. So multiply x and y, the corresponding values, and tabulate it here. x1, y1. 1 into 1 is 1. 3 into 2 is 6. 4 into 4 is 16. 6 into 4 24. 8 into 5 40. 9 into 7 63. 11 into 8 88. 14 into 9 is 126. So let us find out the required values. We wanted summation x. So when we add all the values of x, it sums up to 56. And when we add all the values of y, it gives the value as 40. And all the sum of all the values of x square is 524. And sum of all the values of xy is 364. Now let us substitute these values in the normal equations. So normal equations is 56a plus 8 into b is equal to 40. Recall your normal equations where you have summation x into a into summation x plus n into b is equal to summation y. So we are substituting it for them. And the second normal equation is 524a 56b is equal to 364. So these equations can be solved simultaneously for the values of a and b. So hope you all know how to solve them simultaneously. So once we solve them simultaneously, we get the values of a and b as 0.64 and b as 0.55. So once after getting the values of a and b, you have to substitute it in your given equation, that is equation of a straight line. Equation of a straight line was y is equal to ax plus b. So a value is 0.64x plus b value is 0.55, which is the required straight line equation. So now in a similar way, let us work out on another problem. Fit a linear flow P is equal to mw plus c using the data p and w. P instead of x and y, p and w has been given. P values are 12, 15, 21 and 25. W values are 50, 70, 100 and 120. So now P and W, X and Y are taken in kg weight, and find P when W is equal to 150 kilograms of weight. Okay, so there is an additional question asked here is like we have to find the value of P when W is equal to 150. So now let us start solving the problem. Consider the normal equation. This has been given instead of y is equal to mx plus c, we have p is equal to mw plus c. So in place of x we have w and in place of y we have p. So let us write the normal equations for this equation of a straight line. So here when we take the summation throughout, summation p is equal to m into summation w plus n into c, and multiply by x usually we will do. In place of x we have w. So multiply by w and then take the summation. We get summation wp is equal to m into summation w square plus c into summation w. So call this as equation 1. And here there are 4 values of p is been given. Therefore n is equal to 4. So now let us construct the table which has all the values of sum of all the values of p, sum of all the values of w, sum of all the values of multiplication of w into p values, and sum of all the values of w square. So construct the table which has p, w, w square and pw. All the values of p given are 12, 15, 21 and 25. W values are 50, 70, 100 and 120. And w square values are tabulated here. Square them. 50 square, 70 square, 100 square and 120 square. Now multiply p and w and then tabulate it here. 12 into 50 which is 600. 15 into 70 which is 1050. 21 into 100. Then 25 into 120. Likewise, tabulate the data and complete the table. So from the table, it is observant that sum of all the values of p, that is summation p, is 73. And sum of all the values of w, that is summation w, which is equal to 340. And sum of all the values of w square is 3180. And sum of all the values of p into w are 6750. So these ones substituted in the normal equations and we have to get the answer. So recall your equation 1. So you're going to substitute for summation x into a. So it is 340 into a plus 4 into b is equal to 73. So what is 73 is summation p is 73. And next equation is summation x square, I guess. So it is summation w square into m plus c into summation w. So w square is this value and w value, and it is summation p into w. So when we solve these two equations simultaneously, we get a is equal to 0.19 and b is equal to 2.28. These values of a and b must be substituted in the given equation. The given equation was p is equal to w into x plus w into, what was the given equation? P is equal to m into w plus c. So m is m value, that is a value is 0.19 and c value is 2.28. So let me write, the given equation is p is equal to m into w plus c. So this we are comparing with y is equal to ax plus b. So here a is equal to m and b is equal to c. So whatever the value we got it for M can be taken it for M, and whatever the value we got it for B can be taken it for C. So therefore this is M is equal to RA is equal to, and this is also the value of C. So we are substituting in the given equation. The given equation is this. P is equal to MW plus C. So P is equal to 0.19 W plus 2.28. This is a linear law. So now the problem is not yet over. In the problem it was given, evaluate the value of P. What is P when W is equal to 150 kilos? This is the question asked. So now you have to substitute W is equal to, W is equal to 150 in this equation and find the value of P. So P is equal to 0.19 into W is 150 plus 2.28, and simplifying this we get the value of P as 30.78 kilograms. So that is how we need to work out the problem. Let us see another example. Fit a straight line to the following data. The data given is in the form of year and the production. In this year, this much is the production in tons. In 1971, 10 tons of production has happened. In 1981, 12 tons of production has happened. In 1991, 10 tons of production has happened. And in 2001, 16 tons of production has happened. And also find the expected production in the year 2006. So we have to fit the data for this. We have to fit a straight line equation for this data. Straight line is given in the problem itself, so we have to fit in the straight line equation. So consider the equation of a straight line. So let production be the variable. Let it take the variable y, and year may be the x. So because our equation of a straight line is y is equal to ax plus b. So here year let it be x, and this can be the values of y. So we can assign those things with this. So the x values, it is 1961, 1971. So they are big. When we do sum of values of x and x square and all, it becomes still more big. Just to avoid that confusion, we can go for the small modification. Let us consider capital letter X, which is x minus 1981. The middle value can consider to subtract from the exact value. So this is just for the sake of simplification. Even with the same values of x, you can proceed. It will take little time, and the numbers will be little big in entering it in the tabular column. Otherwise, you can do it. So just for the simplification purpose, we have taken capital letter X as x minus 91. And equation of a straight line, which we have considered here, is y is equal to, since small x is going to be replaced by capital letter X, as for the simplification we have taken this. So equation of a straight line becomes y is equal to a capital letter X plus b. So for this we have to write a normal equations. So the normal equations for this are, so here the normal equations are missing. Okay, so let me write the normal equations first, and then I'll proceed for evaluating it. So this is an equation of a straight line. Call this as equation 1. Take the summation. So summation y is equal to a summation x. We all know how to write the normal equation, so it is very easy for us. B into n. And now multiply x to equation 1, multiply x, that is capital letter X, to be multiplied to equation 1, and then take the summation. So multiplication and then summation. So it is summation x into y is equal to a summation x square plus b summation x. Okay, so these are the two normal equations which we have for this particular problem. So according to the data, we need sum of values of y, we need sum of values of x, we need sum of xy, we need sum of x square. With that, we have to find the values of a and b. So let us proceed for doing so. So construct the table now. So the values of x are 1961, 1971, 1981, 1991 and 2001, which are the given values. So for the simplification purpose, we have done capital letter X as X minus 1981. The middle value is taken here. So 1961, the value of X minus 1981 gives you minus 20. 1971, here capital letter X value becomes minus 10. For X is equal to 1981, capital letter X is 0. For 1991 minus 1981, the value of capital letter X is 10. And for 2001 minus 1981, it is 20. So, the values of small letter x which were given has been converted to capital letter X with this modification. And the given values of y are 8, 10, 12, 10 and 16. So, we have tabulated them. Now, evaluate x square and tabulate it here. 20 whole square is 400, 10 square is 100, 0, 100, 400. Now multiply capital letter X into Y because we need that value in our normal equations. These are the values we get. And for the formulas, we need summation X, summation Y, summation X square, this is capital letter X, and summation X into Y. These are the values we get. Substitute them in the normal equations and simplifying, we get A is equal to 0.16 and B is equal to 11.12. Substitute them in the straight line equation, and capital letter X is nothing but X minus 1981. This was done only for the simplification, but our final answer should be in the given values. So small x only should be there. So 0.16 into X minus 0.16 into this gives you this value as a straight line equation. So now it has also asked us to evaluate the production in the year 2016. In the year 2006. So we have to find the production in the year 2006. That means X is equal to 2006. Put X is equal to 2006 here, and then the value of Y is 15.2 tons. So this is how you need to work out the problems. So there is another problem. Let us quickly go through this. Find the equation of best fit for the data y is equal to x plus b and the following data. Hence estimate the value of the dependent and independent variable corresponding at the value 30 of the independent variable. This is the data given. So equation of a straight line is y is equal to a plus bx. Therefore, the normal equations will be this, and n is equal to, let us construct a table which fulfills all the requirement. Substitute those values in the normal equations and substitute and simplify. You get the equation of the best fit, which is y is equal to 12.3 plus 0.7x. So this is how you need to work out the problems on curve fitting for a straight line. Thank you all.